Hello, my friends. How you doing? Day 490. Hope you're doing amazing on this Tuesday night. Coming in tonight, and I just want to talk about decisions. Specifically, how do you make decisions, and what filter do you use when you're making decisions? And if you really haven't thought about it, then how are you ever going to create the life that you want? And most likely, what I find, anyways, this could be you, maybe not, but I find the majority of people, the filter that they really use to actually make decisions, a lot of times is their emotions. Do I feel like doing something? Do I not feel like doing something? And hence, it's hard for people to actually stick with the habit or actually attain or reach certain goals that they have, like losing weight, making a certain amount of money, making new friends, what have you. And it really doesn't have to be that difficult. At the end of the day, life is quite simple when you start to learn how to make better decisions. So, having said that, and the reason why I say people use their emotions is because a lot of times do I feel like doing something? Do I want to do something? Do I like to do something? And that's our human nature, really. But I think it's very immature to live life based on our emotions and making decisions based on them. Rarely will you ever create a good life when you make decisions based on how you're feeling in the moment or at that time. That's why I've heard many times when you're making big life decisions, never make them when you're emotional. And so, if you're ever in like a massive fight with your partner, don't make any rash decisions. Don't make any, say anything that you might regret. Like, oh yeah, I want to get divorced, I want to split up or whatever, right? Don't say that stuff, right? It may come back and really bite you because you can't unsay what you just said. Same thing with buying a house, right? Yeah, you can maybe have some emotions, and I really feel, you know, uh, good about this house and what have you. But make sure you do your due diligence first, and make sure that it's a good investment, or you can actually afford it. And so, what type of filter, um, maybe a better filter to actually use when making decisions? Very simply, it's your values. Okay, and the challenge for most people is that they don't know what their values are, and even more important, they don't know what their core values are. And really, what are values? Values are things that you hold to be important. What's really important to you, and you know that requires you to actually know yourself. And so, I think I've always believed that the most important part of a person's life is a spiritual side. And so that doesn't necessarily mean religion or organized religion. Um, but do you have a faith? Do you have a belief system that you can actually um, base decisions on? And so, like for me, I'm not currently subscribed to any organized religion. For me, if people ask me, I believe in a higher power, but my religion is love and compassion, right? And for me, those are very important things to me. Another very important value of mine, a core value of mine, is connection. Because whether you understand or not, we are all connected in some way, shape, or form. And for me, I've always felt that. It's just a matter of, okay, how do I be connected to others, and then how do I unify people, right? That's why I'm big into communities and so forth. And so, once you've, I guess, identified, that side of it, well, next thing, what what is it that you want? What's important to you? And then how do you get there? Because once you actually clarify what your values are, and the next thing is, okay, what type of life do you actually want to create? And then after that, how do I get there? Because you need to actually choose the correct vehicle to create the results that you want. If you don't, then you will forever be frustrated. Like wherever you're at right now, let's say, well, I'm in Vancouver. Let's say I want to get to Hope. I can easily jump in a car and get there. I could walk there, but it take me a lot longer. If I want to go to Hawaii, I cannot take a car. I would have to either fly or take a boat of some sort. And so the vehicle is actually really important. For most people, they they again make emotional decisions, and they try to find something they love to do, right? You hear that advice all the time: find something you love, and you feel like you never work a day in your life. That sounds great, but it's what I call a half truth. And for most people, that advice is not going to actually help you. It's the rare, maybe 1%. It's probably less than 1%, to be honest, that can actually find something they love to do, and actually be happy. Because at some point, if you have to do it for money, then it becomes a grind. I can give you my own example, but I'll share that another time on my Storytime Sunday. Anyways, that's all I really want to come in and share with you guys. Okay, so what filter do you guys use when you make decisions? I hope it's not based on your emotions and how you feel in the moment, right? My encouragement to you: get to know yourself, right? Sometimes it'll be good to have a what do you call it? A date with yourself, and so the more time you spend with yourself, some reflection, trying new different things, seeing what you like, what you don't like, conversations, reflection on those. That'll help you figure out more. And of course, listening to podcasts, finding some mentors, reading some books, all the personal growth stuff. And last but not least, when you are highly charged emotionally, that is the best time for you to actually learn more about yourself. The only reason why you have strong emotions in a certain circumstance or situation is because something is important to you. And so when you reflect on that, that will help you actually identify more clearly the values that are important to you. All right, friends, hope that helps you. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.